Ermi? Who's Ermi? Ermi is someone you want to get to know if you are a mold dog. In yesterday's video, we talked about certain people, 25% of the population, have a genetic makeup that make them mold dogs, or they are more sensitive to mold toxicity than the rest of the population. So this could manifest as you walk into a building and you're like, I don't know what's wrong, but I can't be in here. And you may have nausea or fatigue or other symptoms develop while you're in there. And your friends look at you like, what's going on? I'm fine. You're weird. And you're not weird, you just may have the genetics that make you susceptible, and they don't. Well, from that video, some people have asked, well, how do we test our home or office environment to know if it is impacting me, because I believe it is? Well, ERMI is the way. I'm Dr. John Bartemus, and I'm putting the pieces together to help you live a life at optimal. Historically, mold testing has looked like this. You have someone come into your home, they set up a mold test that tests the air of your home, and what they do is they set up the tests, they test the air for a few minutes at a certain level, and then they leave. And you'll get a result and it'll say, hey, there's no mold in your house, or mold counts are low. There's multiple problems with this test. One, it's set up at a certain level in your home. So say it's set on your dining room table. Well, it's only sampling the air at the level of the test. So the mold levels may not be bad there, but what about a foot or 2 feet higher than the test? Or what about down on the floor? So it's not giving a great quantitative look at what's in the house. Also, if it's only a couple minutes sample, then it's not giving you an accurate look at the mold exposure over time. So this is not a great test, and also those tests look at mold as mold is mold, meaning all molds are the same, and that's just not true. There's some molds that are toxic, like Stachybotrys, which is black mold, and there's some molds that aren't toxic, like molds outdoors. So the type of mold does matter. Well, enter the ERMI. The ERMI takes care of all of those negatives. The ERMI is a DNA-based test developed and patented in the United States by and through the EPA to look for the DNA of 36 specific molds. Some are toxic, 26 of them have potential to be toxic, 10 of them are normal. So this test looks for mold in your home, specific DNA of specific molds. And instead of being an air test, what you do is you're going to vacuum a high traffic area of your house and collect dust in a certain filter that is provided with the test kit, because you're looking for mold that has settled over time in the dust of your home. That's a more accurate measure of the mold you're exposed to. DNA testing is a much better test than what was previously done with the air testing, because DNA, if the DNA is there, the mold is there, we know it. If the DNA is not there, it's not present in your home. So that tells us, hey, there's DNA present, it's either some of these 26 toxic molds or some of these 10 non-toxic molds, and then they quantify it, there's this much, and you're this high above normal relative to what the standard normal is. So this test is scientifically proven, backed by the EPA, patented, and the methodology is correct. So if you're looking to move into a new home and you wonder, hey, is this home infected with mold? And if you're a mold dog, is this home going to bother me? Or do you think your workplace is toxic, or your dormitory is toxic, or your apartment is toxic? The ERMI test can be had for under $500, and you can have results within 10 days. And from there, you can decide, hey, I should or should not buy this home, or rent this apartment, or take this job that is in this sick building. And from there, you can then decide, hey, what should I do and how should I be treated? So I hope this has helped. check out ERMI. It stands for Environmental Relative Mold Index. Check it out.